Oh, well, you got to read the comic Heir to the Empire. Because in the comic, they explain clearly that the midichlorian...
No.
No, I don't have to, and I'm not going to. I thought it was going to be one piece of shit.
So did I.
But it's fucking awesome.
That looks good. Here you go.
Love this series. Welcome back to the Two Gaming Dudes.
All right, One Piece live action on Netflix. First half.
Yeah.
It's actually not. I'm actually up to episode 5.
Yeah, so this is a little beyond first half, but you get the idea.
You know what is incredible here?
Tell me.
If you don't know how we initially felt about One Piece, you have to watch the first episode.
Yeah.
It was just episode 1.
We had hard feelings.
I was expecting to hate the shit out of it because I absolutely hate and detest the anime. This, I think, is some of the best stuff on TV right now.
I agree.
Okay. When Zeph, the chef, the pirate chef,
yeah,
and he's saying goodbye to the kid, to the waiter.
Yeah.
My God, I'm crying seeing that, watching that scene. They successfully did in 2 episodes, a collective 15 minutes of screen time, established this relationship, made me care about it, and then break my heart when they have to go their separate ways.
Yeah.
And in I don't know how many series of Ahsoka and Clone Wars and Rebels, I don't give a shit about the relationship between Ahsoka and Sabine Wren. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They did it in 12 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't do it in 3 series. Best shit on TV, shittiest shit on TV.
But I think that's because one is made for a wide audience of viewers, and the other is made for a very, very narrow audience of viewers.
Here we go. So, they both come from existing properties.
Yes.
The One Piece being more singular. It's just itself, but it's thousands of episodes.
Yeah, it's, I think they're up to, as of now, 1,072.
That's massive.
That's a lot of episodes.
Star Wars. Tons of movies, tons of TV shows, books, comics.
Yeah.
So both huge established properties.
Right.
One said, you know what? Not everybody has seen all this shit. Let's start from scratch and build it as a traditional long-form drama.
Yes.
Introduce your characters, introduce your world, introduce the rules of how the world works, and start the story. Great.
Great.
Beautiful.
Now, in the anime, there's a lot of stuff that happens, but it doesn't happen at the beginning. It happens many seasons later.
Yeah,
like
you were telling me the Vice Admiral...
Yeah, so the Vice Admiral, he doesn't show up for a couple of seasons.
For a couple of seasons.
Yeah, he is not supposedly in the beginning.
Okay.
Same with some of the flashbacks that you see. Those flashbacks are not in the first season. They happen much, much later. And a lot of the fight scenes take a lot longer, obviously, in the anime because it's very traditional anime where they all stand around and talk about the fight that's happening and have to explain it all to you. So I love the fact that in this, they took all of that and brought it all to the front because they want you to know this is what motivates them. This is why they do what they do, which makes you care about them.
And I want you to give a shit.
Yeah, and I want you to give a shit.
I want you to feel the betrayal where Nami leaves.
Yes.
But she saves him, knowing very well that somebody's going to jump in the water after him. You need to feel that. And that means I need to give a shit about these guys. You need to give me a reason to give a shit.
Yeah.
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka, on the other hand, if you haven't watched all of Rebels and all of Clone Wars...
You don't have a clue.
Sabine who?
Ezra.
We have to save
Thrawn?
Ezra. What's an Ezra? Well, we have to protect him against the evil of Thrawn. Like, you've shown nothing to prove that he is evil. I don't know who this guy is.
Is Thrawn Snoke? Is he the same guy?
That's his full name. Thrawn Snoke. It might be Snokey Thrawn or something.
It could plausibly be.
Yes.
Because if you know nothing else, it could be.
You haven't established why this is a threat. You've had Ahsoka come out and go, we have to stop Thrawn or else Thrawn's going to do this evil thing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What?
Dorks like us, no problem.
Sure.
But a general audience, you just confuse the hell out of them. But you've made this and marketed it and spent the budget for a massive audience on Disney Plus.
Right.
And you couldn't do them the courtesy of explaining to them, who the fuck are these people? What is the backstory? Why do I give a shit? Oh, well, you gotta read the comic Heir to the Empire. Because in the comic, they explain clearly that the midichlorian...
No.
No, I don't have to, and I'm not going to.
I am not. I'm not going to read the comics ever.
No, ever.
And I've read like some of the books. They're okay. I'm not going to read all of them. There's a lot of them.
I mean, can you imagine? It's the equivalent of starting a TV series. It's the equivalent of starting to watch Yellowstone, but starting at season 3.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? We just assume you already know what happened in seasons 1 and 2.
Right.
Why would you assume that?
They could have easily have fallen into this with One Piece. They could have started this somewhere not the beginning because it's so huge. And it could have just been under the assumption, well, this is for One Piece fans. So, if you've already seen all the anime, then, we don't have to do all this establishing. We can just get right into the action. But then it means nothing.
Nobody would watch it other than fans already.
Right.
Yeah.
So I feel like you have that problem now in Ahsoka. We're like, oh, just get into it. Just start action. Just start shooting and it's fine.
Right. But I don't know what you're talking about. Why is he evil? What has he done that's evil? We said he's evil.
What?
But I haven't seen it, so I don't care or even believe you. Skull seems to think we're doing this for a greater good. And he's a lot cooler character than Ahsoka, so maybe he's right. And he's got a cool sea captain's beard. So I'm more likely to believe him than some woman.
Plus, he's got that Scottish accent, which...
I'm going to take a clag. Be right back. Anyway, okay.
Anyway.
I'm in love with One Piece.
Very much so. And I do love the fact that they did bring stuff that happens much, much later right up to the forefront to help establish the world and the characters and how we're supposed to feel about them. I think that made a difference. It also means that we're going to get through this a lot faster than 5,000 episodes. Yeah. I think that we can burn through most of One Piece in just a few seasons.
Did you know that Netflix has done 15 anime to live action remakes? 15.
I didn't know it was that many. I knew they did a lot, and they're not all good.
No, the majority of them
quite bad.
The majority of them I'd never heard of. I had to look up a list. One of them is dumb. I don't know the name.
I don't.
It takes place in a high school, and a bunch of kids have a gambling problem. Okay, why was that animated to begin with, and why did you do a live act? There's a lot of dumb shit like that.
Well, there were popular ones too, like Death Note. Death Note was turned into a live action thing,
but it
sucked.
It sucked.
What was the other one? Well, there was Cowboy Bebop, which was a source of much controversy. A lot of people didn't like it. We liked it. We thought it was really, really good. But
before this, it was the best thing on TV.
Right. But I definitely understand how it was not the anime. It had branched away and kind of become its own thing. Which,
based on the
which
anime.
I appreciated. It's based off the anime, but it's not. It is definitely something different. And that just didn't jive well with a lot of people. So
that's fine.
I'm glad Netflix is learning.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so that didn't work. Let's do One Piece and let's just stick to the source material and just do that.
Right, and it doesn't need to be 3 episodes of karate fights.
No.
Just narrow it down. A 5-minute karate fight scene. Move on with the story.
Yes.
Because we don't need people to get bored.
And I don't need people to explain what the moves are and what's happening. Just fight. Just karate fight.
Yeah.
God, how many times have I yelled that at an anime?
Just karate fight.
Just fight already. Stop talking.
Sometimes you got to fill time, man.
Yeah. And sometimes you have to fill seasons with talking and talking and talking. And then they finally will swing one time. And then they're going to talk about that.
Where did you learn that technique? The Harakotoki technique I learned from the great master Tenchio. Tenchio never taught his secrets to anyone. Haha, that's what you think. How long can we stretch this out? 2 more episodes?
Yeah.
Because that's what they did in the anime. And that's what made me tune out.
Yep. That definitely was one of the big reasons why I could not get into the animated show. It was too much of that. You don't have to explain everything to me. Plus, the more they try to explain everything, the more you think, okay, this show is obviously made for people far on the spectrum who need everything explained to them.
Every bit of minutia has to be laid out before you with ridiculous explanatory dialogue.
Yes.
I don't need that. Just tell the story. Brevity and move forward.
Please.
And this is fantastic because they're sticking to that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that the adults in the room said, you guys, you don't want to be too much like the anime because people are going to get bored. We have a cool story here. Tell the fucking story.
Yes. And thank you. You did. And you did it well.
I'm in love with it.
And I love it.
Best thing on TV. Best thing on TV, man.
Yep.
I'm happy to say that.
And a stark contrast to what's been happening over at Ahsoka. Netflix, once again, kicking Disney Plus right in the ass. I love it.
So do I.
I think it's great. First it was Nimona.
Yeah.
That Disney was like, no, we're not touching that. That's gay. Like, okay. Netflix will take it. And turned it into one of the best things on Netflix. Here we go again.
Here we go again.
Also, as of this recording, it's official. It's getting a season 2.
Yeah.
And I'm thrilled. I can't wait. I'm super excited.
I'm kind of hoping they wrap it up in season 2.
I don't want them to go too long on this. I know there's a lot of story, but I do kind of want them to wrap up the live action and just make a shorter, condensed version compared to the long and constantly moving anime version. Just shorten this one down.
Yeah, let me have my happy ending or sad ending.
Let
me have a satisfying ending.
Yes.
And just have that memory of like, wow, that was a great live action adaptation.
Because of the way the stories are told, if you wanted to make this 3 seasons and turn it into a trilogy, I could actually be cool with that. I could be on board with that if season 2 ends on a low note, so that season 3 is your high note again. Then you have that cool roller coaster ride of a trilogy. I could be happy with that.
I guess what we're saying is don't stretch it out to 1,000 episodes.
Please.
Like the stupid anime.
No.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that. No one can pay that much attention.
I certainly can.
All right.
Good shit.
Like, subscribe, comment down below. Let us know if you're watching One Piece, if you're watching Ahsoka, all that shit. Comment. Let us know.
Especially if you're a fan of the anime. I still want to know what the hardcore fans think of this.
Yes, please. You know, somebody actually commented and said, you got to watch the movie because I think you'd really like it. I'm like, the movie? It was, the animated movie.
No!
No.
Stop saying that.
No.
Not going to happen, dude.
I get it.
How long's the animated movie?
It's movie length. So, well, it's anime movie length. So it's probably like an hour, but I don't know. I don't know if I can. Maybe I can now that I know who the characters are better, thanks to the live action version. Maybe I'll enjoy it
backwards, yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
The worst case, it sucks and I turn it off after 5 minutes. Who gives a shit? We're under no obligation to watch it.
That's fair.
Fuck cares?
That's fair. All right, maybe we will give it a shot. Who knows? All right, you know what to do, and we know what to do.
So do it.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.